Hi everyone and welcome. Pleased to see you again. I'm Dominic and today we are going to talk about a particular topic, nuclear energy. I realized that I did not have a lot of opinions on this subject. What is nuclear energy? Is for or against? Should it be developed in the world? But what we are talking about. Nuclear energy is used to produce electricity. It's generated from the splitting of uranium atoms in a process known as fission, is used to produce steam. This steam, in turn, powers turbines, which are used to produce the electricity that supplies the surrounding community. Nuclear power stations are set up in a complex process that has been designed to help contain the energy and many of its negative byproducts. This process alone is the base of several advantages and disadvantages for this energy source. What do you think? Let's start the debate. Who's for?
Hi everyone, I'm Dominic One. This is a design situation, a planet that is facing climate change and is now half urban. We are moving to cities towards the bright lights, and one of the things that we want, besides jobs, is electricity. This is one of the most desired things by poor people all over the world, in the cities and in the countryside. And so far, there are only three major sources of that: coal, gas, and nuclear. I would love to have something in the fourth place: the clean, scalable energy, solar, wind, but I can't. Nuclear is and has been for 40 years. And another advantage of nuclear power is that it has relatively low cost involved in its production. Now, from an environmental standpoint, the main thing you want to look at is what happens to the waste from nuclear and from coal, the two major sources of electricity. If all of your electricity in your lifetime came from nuclear, the waste from that lifetime of electricity would go in a Coke can. But one day of coal adds up a lot of carbon dioxide. Then what happens to the waste? The nuclear waste typically goes into dry cask storage. It's just as well because it can stay where it is while the carbon dioxide quantities of it goes into the atmosphere where we can't get it back yet and where it is causing the problems that we're most concerned about. So when you add up the greenhouse gases in the lifetime of these various energy sources, nuclear is down there with wind and hydro, below solar, and way below, obviously, all the fossil fuels. We have no choice. The future to manage development is nuclear. Well, it's interesting, but I can't agree, even if you have good arguments.
Nuclear weapons are associated with nuclear energy. If we develop nuclear energy in the world, we will get more nuclear bombs. It's a huge risk that we should not take. There is a possibility of nuclear reactor melting down due to human error or bad maintenance. This will result in environmental destruction and human casualties. In the last 50 years, there have been serious nuclear catastrophes. The 3 Mile Island in England, Chernobyl in Russia, and Fukushima in Japan. Terrorism is a huge concern in relation to nuclear reactor, especially since the 9/11 terrorist attack in New York. The concern is that terrorists will crash an airplane into a nuclear reactor or radioactive waste plant. Nuclear energy industry is powerful and pressure on government. We need to develop renewable energy systems, namely wind, solar, geothermal power, hydro-tidal wave power. There is enough wind and sunshine all over the world to cover our needs. This is not a cost problem because security is more important. Then can I add these things up? In terms of weapons, the best disarmament tool so far is nuclear energy. We have been talking down the Russian warheads, turning it into electricity. 10% of American electricity comes from decommissioned warheads. We haven't even started the American stockpile. But I share your opinion on some dangerous countries. I'm a big fan of renewable energies. I have solar panels on my roof. However, there is a problem here. The possibility of the sun shining, the wind blowing, the rain falling is simply not quite accumulated. If we want electricity for everyone, we actually need a solution that will continue to work all the time. I've been campaigning against nuclear weapons, but we have an opportunity to recycle them into something more useful that allows us to have energy all the time. Finally, the problem is not going to go away. We will not have enough energy from the renewables. We need a solution that generates all the time. If we want to keep the light on, nuclear is the solution. Well, do you have any questions? Okay, time is over. The nuclear debate is complex. Overall, everyone agrees on the risk of nuclear weapons. On the other hand, the question is whether renewable energies can provide enough to replace polluting energies. We're not going back to the Middle Age. Thank you.